Alright, welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. When we left off last, we made camp, we learned about resources, and now, just like the last game, it is now time to go kill some animals for what is probably going to be the only time in the game we do this. Although killing animals is more relevant in this game than it was in the last one.
These ruins here, Mongolian.
More relevant because instead of just getting salvage and experience points, we can actually get crafting resources from them. And we will have to get crafting resources from some of them. To upgrade weapons, to get increase our ammo capacity. All that good video game stuff. I'm forgetting what the button is for activating survival instincts. Now, these trees. See that patch at the bottom that has all of its bark removed? That's effectively the same as a white painted wall. It indicates that we can jump up it. And in these open areas, it is often where you will find secrets.
For a year I have ridden with an army of Mongols, as envoy from the Order of Trinity. Their Khan is a great warlord, despite his heathen ways. Under my influence, I have helped them topple nations, burn cities and kill princes, all in search of the Prophet. Our slaughter of the Rus was not in vain, for among the spoils we at last found the map. And now, this very morning, after a season in the mountains, we saw buildings rising from a green valley surrounded by ice. We have found Kitezh. I tell the Khan of the riches that will be his, and that alone drives him on. But the real victory will be for God, when we purge the Prophet's lies from the earth, and at last, the divine source will be ours.
So there's the indication that Trinity has been around for a long time, and has been at this for a long time. So this is the first of our, more open areas. It's kind of similar to... Forgetting the button again. Oh, there's a thing up there. It's kind of similar to the more open areas we had in the last game. Except there's more general stuff scattered around. I think this is the treasure map. Lovely. So that has now shown us all the documents and all the relics that are on this map. Not the survival caches, though. Those little clusters of coins that you can see glowing on the ledge there. Those we'll need to find for ourselves just from looking at the environment. The important thing, though, is the monolith.
These characters look Mongolian, but I can't read what it says.
So this is our second language. There are 3 languages in the game that we'll end up leveling up and learning. My aim is not so good when it comes to animals. More of a person-killing type. Oh, it's up there.
We have told the people of the Valley City that we will attack at dawn, but we shall advance behind the Karash at moonrise. The captives we kept from the battles in the west will be our shields as we advance. Few survived the long march across the mountains, but those that live will serve their purpose to the Horde. The city sparkles, a gift not yet given. We will take what is ours and march home with our spoils.
Generally, when a monolith is in an area, all the documents and other supplemental materials that can increase your language skill will be of that language. So this monolith is Mongolian. You know, we saw from the first document we
Most of the
found.
writing is in praise of a military victory, but it looks like they left something nearby. Trinity, they're here.
Oh, that was.
Command, do you copy?
Oh shit! What the hell was that?
And now that we decrypted the monolith, we need to now see where all the coin caches are in this area. These aren't really necessary, but they are very useful. So when I'm doing the collectible roundups, I'll probably showcase them then. Collection roundups probably going to be... They're going to start earlier this time. Oh, this is nice and ominous.
Survey team, this is Overwatch. Please respond. Survey team, please respond. We got some interference.
Bear! Now, see, of all the gruesome deaths that can occur in this game, getting eaten by, or at the very least mauled by, a bear is probably the most understandable on a fundamental level.
Lara, refusing to use the door again, I see?
But it's faster this way, Dad.
Come here, you little monkey.
Are you going on another adventure?
Yes, my greatest one yet.
Well, I've decided that I should be your assistant.
Oh, have you? Well, there's no one I'd rather have by my side. But this business, it's too dangerous. Lara, listen to me. Someday, you're going to make such a mark on this world. You're going to make me so proud. Give me a moment, darling. I need to take this.
Got to bind this wound.
I do genuinely like the
This leash should stem the bleeding. Needs some kind of bandage.
Richard Croft stuff. like, I think the crofts as a whole are generally more interesting than the game often gives it credit for.
What the hell is Trinity doing down there? More Mongol ruins. Looks like the path goes all the way through. Got to get past that bear.
Great objectives in video game history. Find a way to get past the bear. So yeah, we need to kill the bear.
Those mushrooms. They're death caps. I should be able to make a poison.
So you saw there our introduction to healing. It's not a hugely important mechanic because, you know, this is a 2015 video game. We have regenerating health. But it can be useful in a pinch. Like, if you're in a tough fight, you don't have time to back off, and you know, you have the bits needed for it. It is useful to just have this brief pause that can get you back up to full strength. Now, where am I going? Other way. So we need to get back to the camp we made. I don't actually think this is the way. This is not the way. But yeah, it is pretty useful to have that on-demand heal for when you need it. Vaguely remember this cave. Alright, this is a cave we can't really do anything in. But there is a document here.
I have learned all I can from the carnage inside the Prophet's tomb. My brothers were slain, to the last man, sometime within the last few days. The false prophet's followers died here by the hundreds, but in the end, they were victorious. I have sealed the tomb as best I can, and told the men of the nearby village that the prophet is at last dead. I left them with the subtle threat that this place should remain hidden. I do not know if the prophet survived, but I will follow their trail. No one escapes the Order of Trinity.
Another fun resource. Or that we can use to craft explosives. These little veins. They don't stand out a lot, but they do stick out enough, in my experience. Those brushes we can't get past right now. They're something we're going to have to come back for. Because as of right now, we have no easy way of creating fire, because Lara didn't think to bring a torch on this journey. Or a lighter. Like, even if you don't smoke, if you're in this line of work, I'd at least think you'd bring a lighter somewhere. Okay, the relic's up there. Oh, the relic's here.
A crown. From one of the princes of Kiev. How did it come to be all the way out here? Someone was wearing it when they were killed.
Yeah, same basic idea as relics in the last game. Although I think in this game all of them have additional information you can find. I also don't think there are sets of them.
Might be able to make something with all this. Should head back to camp and try.
Okay, this way. Grab that document on our way.
The Prophet and his followers have been traveling under cover of night, a crooked trail around the border of the Eastern Empire. I do not know where they are headed, and I suspect they do not either. But they know we will not let them rest until this heresy is purged. The common folk of the borderlands give him shelter, and I find it curious that none who have aided him will tell me anything of use. Even when I threaten them with the wrath of Trinity or touch the edge of a knife to their throats, they stay silent. They die, never betraying what they know. The Prophet has a curious sway over people. All the more reason he must be silenced.
So the documents in this area are basically a nice introduction to another main character that we're going to be encountering a lot in this game. A guy by the name of the Prophet. So, now we can start crafting special ammo. Which is not a hold down. It's not a thing where you have to hold it down. Just press the button and it crafts. Very nice, very appreciated. And we have 2 skill points. Challenge objects. Some of those are very useful, but that one's useful. So basically when we knock an enemy out, it will automatically loot any resources or ammo that they were holding, so we don't have to hang around the area. Makes stealth a lot easier.
No, you listen to me. This discovery is too important. I don't give a damn about my reputation. Don't you dare threaten me. After everything I've done? Hello? Hello?
Dad, what's happening?
They're fools!
You're scaring me.
I'm close, Lara. Close to something important. Someday, you'll understand.
I don't want to understand. I just want you to stop. Be my dad again.
Keep moving. Come on, we got him. Keep running. Go! Run her down. teams report in. What's the situation? Over.
We found another camp up here. Fire was still warm.
Welcomed.
We're fanning out to pick up the trail.
Roger that, but it looks like they've retreated. Primary objective is to find a...
Welcome to another big element of why this game is so much better. We can now do so many different types of stealth kills. We can hide in trees and get enemies from above. Hide in trees, get enemies from above, hide in plants.
Shit. Spread the word. The natives set snares in the clearing. They must have planned for us to pursue. God damn it. They weren't retreating. This was a feint. They're still out there. Brinker's KIA. Someone's gonna have to cut him down.
Excellent silhouette work over there. Right, which way are you going, idiot? No button mashing either. Another guy over there, but he's not in our way, so I'm not too concerned about it.
Last signal we got said they were under attack, then nothing. It was just a few minutes after the natives hit us outside the ruins.
Then they retreated away from the facility. This was a coordinated feint. They're trying to spread us out. You tell crew fuck this up. These aren't peasants.
Yeah, these are guerrilla tactics. They knew to go straight for the comms array as soon as we showed up.
Shit. We're gonna need counterinsurgency protocols. It'll blow the timetable. Constantine's not gonna like this, but it's better than getting picked off in the dark.
So there's another useful thing that the game hasn't actually tutorialized us about. Enemies that are glowing in yellow are enemies that can't be seen by another character, which therefore makes them safe to do stealth takedowns on using our arrows.
One of ours. Shit! Weapons free.
If they're highlighted in red, it means someone can see them and will therefore be alerted if we shoot them with an arrow, for example. Now, we have not gone full Hitman. There is no body hiding mechanic. So if we don't kill an enemy, drag them away. That means is for these guys, we need to get one of them away from the other. Fortunately, there are many ways around here to actually do that.
I think I heard something. I'll take a look. Roger that. Got an arrow here.
Yeah, you sure do. Yeah, you'll be pleased to know that...
We're gearing up. I was on the first flight to Siberia to secure the old Soviet installation now. More are arriving every minute. Konstantin gave a speech to the new boots, and I stayed in the back to watch. Love hearing him speak. Never gets old. I was never much for believing, but it was just words before. This is something more. It's truth. I was broken once. But Trinity is making us whole again. Giving us a purpose. A new world awaits. Even those who don't believe will have a part to play.
What was I saying? Yeah, we have the old faithful video game system of...
All teams, keep your eyes open. The natives booby-trap the woods.
Old faithful video game system of... Enemy sees a... The enemy sees a arrow fly past their head, and they go and investigate where the arrow landed and not where it came from. But if video games enemies were smart, it wouldn't be nearly as much fun. Anyway, nice XP bonus that we got for...
Damn,
No.
it's still there.
Nice XP bonus that we got for not raising an alarm in that encounter. And now, it is time for round 2 with the bear. Where are you, bear? Come get it, bear.
Too cramped to fight. Better to draw it out.
Come on, bear. Probably should stock up on resources before going in there. You still have to go in here.
Hold some time.
Come on, bear. Bring it, bear. Deal with it, bear. Alright, bear defeated. Now where? Oh yeah, we should probably go see what Bear had in Bear Cave. Yeah, not the last bear we're going to encounter in this game. Bears are a source of decently rare crafting materials. More specifically, bear hides, which, you know, only come from bears.
The fugitive prophet has crossed out of the Empire and now turns north. I'm now in unfamiliar territory. The Order of Trinity was clear. I am to pursue the false prophet and his adherents to the ends of the earth and wash away his heresy. But I believed I could overtake him months ago. Still, he eludes me. He crosses Khazar land and across the Caucasus Mountains. Here, I'm at a disadvantage. I speak a dozen tongues of the Empire, but in the hinterlands, I'm often left to communicate with little more than a sword. The Prophet, it seems, speaks every language, as if he were born to them.
Yeah, more interesting things about the Prophet. I think that is our way forward, but... a big pry chest. These things are still around. And this time they're not random. They are in specific strong boxes like that. So whenever we find one of those, it is basically always going to contain a weapon part, or at the very least something extremely useful and important. Big chests actually contain useful things in this game.
Damn it!
And welcome to another cool aspect to this game. There is a lot of environmental variety. So we were just up there in...
That's gonna be cold.
So we were just up there in the forest. We've seen an old Cold War military base. There's a relic here.
An arrowhead carved from bone. This looks like Mongol craftsmanship. This was a whistling arrow. Mongol archers would fire these over their enemies to frighten and confuse them.
Nice to know the Mongols invented noisemaker arrows. And yeah, now we have an ice cave. And water stealth mechanics. Right, that way's the way forward, so we want to go this way because there's obviously going to be something over here.
A paisa, a sort of passport. Whoever held this spoke with the authority of the Mongol Empire. It reads, "By the power of eternal heaven and order of the Empire, whoever does not show respect will be guilty of an offense."
That seems... That's one of those things that seems kind of strange in isolation, but passports still kind of do that now. I know there's some very fun wording on the British passport, at least the one I have. I don't know if I haven't got a modern British passport. Mine's actually expired, so I don't know if there's different wording on the current British passports. I assume they at least mention the king, but... Alright. We can upgrade our climbing axe. And we can upgrade the bow. Hold time is legitimately very important on bows. But the other thing is, because these don't all use a single crafting resource, it is no longer a definitive case that you are going to be making hard decisions over what you're crafting. That is actually significantly less useful in this game now that you have access to proper stealth kills. Like, if you're good, which, you know, I am not, you shouldn't really be in a situation where you're having to dodge an enemy outside of set pieces, and those are few and far between. Alright, I think that'll do it for now. We'll head deeper into the ice cavern next time.